Hey everybody, welcome back to Facetious number 13, recorded on Wednesday, March 9, 2016 at approximately 6:06 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am one of your hosts. I am Larry, aka Blue Man Rule, and I am joined, as always, by my dude, my ninja, my Nepo, none other than Mike, aka Scarfinger, aka Real Talk. What's up, man?
I totally messed this up. Hold on, we'll give it 1 second. Because let me tell you what I did. I loaded the video so that I can have a chat here, and I didn't actually pause the video because it hadn't started yet.
Right. I gotta mute pause the video. Yeah.
So you just started talking again, and I'm like, why are you talking again? And I'm like, oh, okay,
exactly. Yeah, threw you off.
Okay, all right, okay.
So great.
We in the building.
That's what's up, man. And look, Scar and I, we were just talking about ringtones, and let's just get it. Like, I'm 35, I'll be 36 this month, so we're talking about ringtones, and I feel like I'm getting a lot older. You know, my brother he just turned 40 earlier this month, and Scar was playing that jam in his head. He had that old man snap. He had that right there, boy. He had that going right now. And so, all right. So, does the old man snap make you feel like really bad? Do you feel like your dad at any point? Do you feel like
no? I've never felt bad. I'm a snapper. So like, if I go to a party and I'm dancing. By the time I go home, my fingers are sore because I snap the whole time. I'm there. Like, well, first of all, I'm a drummer, so like the beats, right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I'm a snapper. I don't know what it is. I never really thought about it until you just said something.
That old man snap, dog. It is in there. Like, it was funny is that my wife, she talk, and I do it sometimes too. I do the old man lip. You know, you hear your jam, you be like, You know, you break it.
I got you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that old man jam.
No, see, I don't use the lip thing for that. I use the lip thing for my hey girl pose.
Oh, your hey girl. Oh, like one of them.
Like, I use that. That's my hey girl pose. Like, and I do that. I do my hey girl. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. I do my hey girl when I take pictures. When I take pictures, sometimes, because the face that you're making after you say hey girl is what you want to be in a picture, especially if you're taking a picture with somebody. Mm-hmm. So just in your mind, just kind of go hey girl, and that's your.
Silly, man.
That's the jank right there. So like that's a secret. That's a secret for all. You know, you want to get a little bit more cool in your life. You're out at a function and your girls want to take selfies and all that kind of stuff. If you want to get your selfie on in your mind,
okay,
just right before that picture snaps, just say hey girl in your mind.
Right.
Hey, girl.
So the hey girl is the pose. So it is the selfie. It is the pre-selfie preparation, right?
It's the I'm taking a picture for a chick or with a chick pose.
Okay. I got you.
If you're just taking one by yourself, you take a know what I'm saying? Like the know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how many degrees is on the angle that you tilted your head just now? Like, I need
you gotta. Well, first of all, when you're a photographer, they always tell you that when you take pictures, especially if you got somebody fat, like just another tip, you always tell them to stick their chin out. Mm-hmm. So it straightens up. You know, it straightens up the turkey neck. So yeah. So you just kind of go. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your. You know what I'm saying? Is you're by yourself.
Is it a nah-mean pose or is it just a nah I'm saying? I mean, because
nah-mean is when you with your homies.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's when you with your boys. That's your selfie pose when you with your boys. Like, know what I mean? Like,
I always wonder why we do that. Why?
Yeah, but but I'm also an old man. So sometimes, well, here's my thing. I have a problem with taking pictures. Right? I take a lot of pictures. I take a lot of pictures, or I used to. And I'm what you would kind of consider an extremely amateur photographer.
Right.
So I don't necessarily like being in a lot of pictures.
Right.
So a lot of pictures, if I'm in the picture, I just stick my middle finger up.
Really? So that's the default pose for you.
Just like, what up, though?
You're silly, man.
That's me. That's mine. So, but like, but when you're chilling with your homies or whatever like that, depending on the size of the group. Okay, so it's less than 6.
Hold on. Okay.
Less than 6.
All right.
Less than 6. If you're taking pictures with your homies,
okay,
it's not me.
Less than 6 is not me. Okay.
Less than 6 is not me. Now, if you're taking picture with somebody famous, or if it's more than 6, you might pull a you, like you might, or them, like this nigga here. But like,
so you pull a Soldier Boy is what you're saying.
Like you're just like, yeah, that's my. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're
stupid, man.
That's also the album. That's an album cover right there.
Right. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do this. They like. You know what I mean? What I do, my go-to is, this is my fraternity's kind of sign. It's really, I guess it originated, it's in Hawaii as well. It looks like the aloha, but that's actually Alpha Alpha's little sign that we throw up because it's similar to Phi, right? Because you got the line. And so that's
I'm glad you're an Alpha. I'll just say that. I'm glad you're not a Kappa.
Man, I couldn't pull it. Shout out to all the Kappas watching and listening. Your boy just ain't that pretty. I'm telling you, I'm from the country. Yeah. I'm just that is not your boy. So, but yeah, man. So Stop it.
I know a guy who pledged. He's a Kappa and he's KK Psi. KK Psi is the band fraternity.
Oh, okay. So wow,
yeah,
he's KK Psi and Kappa Alpha Psi, right? As
I understand it, if you do KK Psi first, you can go to one of the bigger ones after, or something like that. It's like if you do one first, you can do a smaller one.
Well, a lot of them depend on, because ours was just fraternal, right? So it's different from a professional one or an activity related one, right? So you can always be in one, and then you can be in like the accounting one as well. But because what is it, Pi Sigma Theta or whatever, like the National Accounting Organization. There's
an accounting fraternity.
There's accounting organization, Greek letter organization, that is actually dual gendered. So it's male and female. That's why it's Greek letter. You say Greek letter organizations because it's not really a fraternity of all men or a sorority of all females. It includes both. So I think it's considered actually like a fraternity, though.
That sounds like a riot.
It does, doesn't it? Accountants together forever. And believe it or not, it is a nationwide organization. Believe it or not. Yep, it's huge, man. It's huge. And believe it or not,
actually, I'm lying. That sounds like no fun at all.
Right. No one took you serious. Hey, the name of the show is Facetious, right?
Right.
But no. So just I think so. Where I went to school at, on my college campus, it was 72 to 75% of the students were involved in a Greek letter organization of some sort.
Good grief, that's large.
3/4, dude. It was massive. Greek organizations held a lot of influence on campus, which was non-African American Greek letter organizations had a lot of influence on campus because their entire pledge class would be more than a lot of the African American organizations combined, right, for one organization. So I mean, it is what it is.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. But man,
what was that one that was the racist one? What was the one? Was it SAE?
Sigma Alpha Epsilon. Yeah, down here at OU. Yeah, man. You know what? I knew some guys in my school who were the same organization, and they were not like that at all. Seriously. Like one of the guys was He used to be my cross the hall neighbor my freshman year in the dorms, and dude was cool, absolutely cool. And then when I got a little older, there's another guy I met who took marketing with me as well. He was in the same organization, and absolutely cool. Dude was awesome, man. And I'm just like, man. But seeing that here, like here in Oklahoma, like you have sensibilities of the environment wherever you go, right? Norman is probably, in my experience, is one of the most racist towns I've been in Oklahoma. And that's why I don't drive there. I don't go there. I don't go through there. I try my best to navigate around. I don't care. But I mean, it's a product of its environment. So am I surprised that it happened there? No. Is that behavior that happened there indicative of that organization on the national level from my experience? No. So I'll leave it at that. So man,
but
this week.
So it don't matter. They gone.
They gone. They gone. So I want to talk about I want to talk about playing games. I want to talk about the division. We all have it. We both have the game, and a lot of people in No Perform Radio Network actually purchase the game, play it together, have a great time. But one of the things is I like to, if it's a genre that I'm familiar with, that I'm pretty good with, I like to play on the difficulty level one step higher than normal, right? That is a dumb strategy to execute in this game, because this game is extremely hard.
No,
man, we played last night. Mike was like, you know what? I am not feeling this. He was like,
well, let's be honest. I was playing on my own,
right?
And then I finished. I finished what you calling on my own. I finished it was the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, the Madison, the hospital mission. Yeah, you had to get her.
I finished that one on my own, and then I'm like, well, I want to unlock the 3 wings. So you said that you were already doing the second one to open the tech wing. So I was like, you know what? After I finished that, I might as well join you. But I mean, I remember you said you were playing hard, and we don't really have too many problems playing hard until we get to the end. Boom. The last boss. The last boss is always like, really? We die and stuff like that, but like the last boss is always like the one that gives us fits.
Yeah.
And the last area. I'll say the last area. So you noxed me.
I didn't mean to.
And I'm just like, is it worth it for me to be here with you playing this game, and all these dudes are just killing us over and over again? Right. And we got to, and it's just, I just don't, me personally, I'm Nepo. I don't find that fun.
Explain that. Explain what Nepo means.
The clean version is Ninja I play on easy.
Exactly.
Or Ninja I will play on easy. Like I will play on easy. If necessary, I'll put it down to easy because of my enjoyment. Like I play games, I don't play games for a challenge.
Right.
I don't play games for a challenge. Like that's not why I play games. Life is hard. I don't need this thing that's supposed to entertain me to be hard as well.
Right.
So I play games on easy if necessary. Most shooters I don't play on easy. Most shooters I don't play on easy because I'm good enough to get through the shooters, no problem. And like you got some shooters like Halo and stuff like that. I can play on heroic. I choose not to.
Right.
I can play on heroic alone. I just choose not to.
Right. Well, and you play with it with me though. Like you jump in with me and I'm playing on heroic. You're like, that's cool. That's fine. Let's go. And you just jump in a row like that.
On something like Halo, I'm good. But it all depends on the game. But I just that isn't fun to me. And even though the only reason why I stuck around in the division is because I was playing with you. And I mean, I was, the group of us were playing. And we were in the chat and stuff like that. That part kept me there because if I wasn't playing with you, man, I'm out. Like I don't really want to do this. Like it got to the point to where it's like it's not even just like the enemies had like more armor and stuff like that, but the tricks to take down the enemies became damn near impossible.
Right, you couldn't even make their packs blow up anymore. You couldn't hardly do anything. You couldn't make them really stumble, and it was just really ridiculous. And like for me, I'm generally to the point to where
melee was useless.
It really was. It didn't take out anything, man. If somebody hit you with the butt of a gun in the face, it's gonna hurt a little bit. But on this game, apparently that's not a suggestion. But also in this game, you can empty a whole clip into somebody and they still don't die. So I guess I'm not.
Yeah, empty a whole clip and somebody wearing a hoodie.
Right, exactly, a hoodie and an A-shirt underneath the hoodie, and they feel good. But no, man. I am of the impression I play games for entertainment as well. But if it's too easy, then I'm not as entertained, right? I do like a little bit of a challenge to keep me engaged, and that to me enhances the fun experience.
No, I'm awesome, right? Let's just clear that up. I'm awesome. I would like to remain awesome,
right?
There's no reason, like no reason at all, for me not to want to be awesome,
right? Well, I mean.
And that's the reason, and like putting that difficulty higher is lessening my awesomeness. And I'm really not about that life. But like my shirt last week, consistently awesome behavior. I want to be consistently awesome. Like
my thing is, if you truly are consistently awesome, it doesn't matter what difficulty the level of game is on. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to be, when I go into a game, I want to be super. I want to be superhuman. Like the things that I do, I want to be awesome. Like I said, life is hard. I don't want to, I don't want video games to be real. That's why I hate games like Battlefield and stuff like that. Like that's stupid. Like putting bullet drop in a game. Why? Why would you do that? Like it's a video game. Like why would you do that? Like what reason do you have to do that?
That's what bullets do. I mean, they go dropping.
But I'm in a video game. I pointed this thing, and as long as the what was in the circle gets hit, like that's what. No matter how far away it is from me, what's in this circle should get hit. Like,
right.
That's all I'm saying. Like, what's in that circle should get hit with whatever gun I'm using at whatever time.
Right. Okay. But I mean, some people find it more enjoyable when they can actually take something that is more realistic, more similar to reality, and go in and conquer. I'm gonna get shot in a few seconds. I'm gonna be all right.
Like, and when I die in a few seconds, I'm gonna be right back.
That's a valid point.
That's not realistic. Like, I don't know how to drive a tank. Like, if I take myself and I climb into a tank right now, I'm not just gonna be able to figure this out on the fly. That's not realistic. Like, right. It's not realistic. So like miss me with the realistic. It's not realistic. There's so many things about this. It's still a video game, and I would like it to remain a video game. I want take that dumb stuff out of there. Take bullet drop and all of this dumb mess out of there. Just let me have fun. And that's the reason why I don't like Battlefield, because I'm not. You don't play Battlefield to have fun. There's no fun there to be had.
Well, I mean, a lot of people find it fun, Scar.
That's not fun. That's meticulous. And
meticulous. That's a new type of meticulousness, right? It's meticulous.
It's meticulous, as my grandma will say. It's meticulous. It's just it's not fun, and I don't dig the Battlefield games almost at all. Like I think the Bad Company games are okay games. Mm-hmm. I really wish they were making another Bad Company. Like
dude, that's what I've been waiting on, man. Yeah. Bad Company is the best IP I think one of the best IP DICE owns. So.
I tried what you call it? I tried Hardline. My problem with Hardline is you're a cop and you start off with a pistol.
Yeah.
So like you're in a battlefield like setting where these people got like Uzis and stuff like that, but you just got your pistol.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a little, you know, in the actual copness mechanic, like you got to put your gun on it and kind of keep it on people, because if you don't point your gun at somebody, they're gonna be like,
they're gonna reach for their waist.
I'm gonna pull out my gun.
Right, and then I'm gonna pull out my gun.
Pull out my gun, and we gonna see what's up after that.
Right. But no, so did you played that on EA Access, right?
Yeah, I played the first couple of stages. It seemed pretty decent. The acting was pretty decent. Like some, you know, there's characters that you know from other stuff, and
right.
So like it was actually really good. Like I thought, like some of the, like there's like driving and all this other stuff. I think, but there was also driving. There was a decent amount of driving in the second of the Medal of Honor games.
Oh, you know what? I have one of them. I have one of the Medal of Honor games, and I think I have it digitally, and I may have both of them.
Medal of Honor, the single players are actually pretty stinking decent. There in the second one. There's actually a stealth mission in a car.
What?
Yes.
How do you pull that off? With a straight face, anyway. Like
it's like what you call it? Where it's like Splinter Cell, where you got to look at the patterns of the cars and stuff like that, and like you got to go behind like billboards and walls and stuff like that to try to hide and let them go past and stuff like that. But you're trying to get away. It's like there's some driving sequences in those Medal of Honor games because it's made by Criterion. So.
Yeah.
I think it's Criterion put something.
Hold on, I got. Well, I actually have home front.
They're both right here. I thought Criterion did some of the driving stuff, but I could be wrong. I don't see the symbol on the back of either one of these.
Creators, Medal of Honor series. It says Steven Spielberg. I said games. Sometimes.
No. Steven Spielberg was behind the original Medal of Honors.
Was he really now?
Not the Modern Warfare Medal of Honors.
Okay. Because I'm like, man,
because remember Saving Private Ryan.
Well, remember, I haven't seen Saving Private Ryan.
You never seen Saving Private Ryan?
No.
Man, let me tell you, that first 20 minutes. Oh boy, man, you see some stuff in that first 20 minutes. There was a story that was like, this lady took her father to see it. And he was an old man, and he was there. He was there.
Right, he was actually in the theater of war when it was going on.
Yes, and she said that the movie started, and that first 20 minutes was like, woo. And so she said she's like laser fixed on the movie and is like, I can't believe they're actually showing all of this. And she, after when it starts to calm down a bit, she looks over and her father is balled up in the fetal position on the floor.
Man. Hey man, that PTSD, no jokes, huh?
Like the first 20 minutes or so of Saving Private Ryan takes it there.
Man.
There is a Medal of Honor game that I really liked. It was on the Xbox and the PlayStation, I believe.
Okay, what's the name of it?
PlayStation 2 is I think it's Rising Sun. It's about the Japanese theater.
Medal of Honor Rising Sun 2003 PS2 and Xbox.
It starts at Pearl Harbor. You're a guy in the ship, and Pearl Harbor starts, and you're like, what in the world? And like, you got to work your way out of the ship, and then when you get out, you see all of that happening.
Yeah.
You see all of that happening, and you get on the gun like Cuba Gooding did, and then you're into like a boat afterwards, and you're trying to chase down some of this stuff. It's actually pretty stinking good, but like you're in, like you were just a guy, and you just, you're just thinking about your girl or something like that. You're like reading a letter from your girl or something. It's something to that effect. Like you're just a guy, and then all of a sudden Pearl Harbor starts, and you're like in Pearl Harbor.
Man, that would be pretty cool.
I would love for them to remake some. I would love for them to remake some of that stuff, like a really HD remake of some of that stuff. Would actually be pretty good.
They have a Medal of Honor collection that released in 2007 for PlayStation 2 on March 6th. and it had 3 games. It had Medal of Honor Frontline, Medal of Honor Rising Sun, the game you just referred to, and Medal of Honor European Assault. Now, and then they had a 10th anniversary bundle released for PC on September 22nd, and it had Medal of Honor Allied Assault with the expansion, with 2 expansion packs. Then it had Medal of Honor Pacific Assault, the Director's Edition. It had Medal of Honor Airborne. So that's what you're looking at on that one. But they did have it. But
I played a demo of Airborne or something like that. Airborne wasn't so bad. Airborne was like the prerequisite to those.
Oh, see, Airborne came out in 07. And now they haven't made a Medal of Honor game since 2012. So it's been a while. It's been a while, man. And I'm going on the Metacritic to see Medal of Honor Airborne.
And like I said, I very much like, and I recommend the Medal of Honor, the Modern Warfare Medal of Honors. I very much recommend those.
Okay, yeah, I will definitely check it out. I know I have one for sure. Now the second one is the Medal of Honor Airborne.
Okay, hold on, wait. Before we get too far into making sure that you play these games, I got to tell you something. Mm-hmm. One of the guys has a wife and a child. The design of the wife and the child are the worst characters in the modern age of video games. Are the worst design characters.
Wow.
Ever. Like his wife and child are hideous. Like they
really?
They're hideous. But I guess it's one of those things, like how when you play God of War, like Kratos is extremely detailed and not very many anybody else is.
Right.
Same thing with Halo. Like Master Chief is like very detailed.
Mm-hmm.
And like everything, and then like everybody else is like it's like Arbiter.
They'd be like, who? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what you're talking about. Keith B just said snipers suck. Yes, that's part of the reason why I do not like. That's one of the reasons. One of the many reasons why I don't like Battlefield, because almost every time I get to where I'm going in Battlefield, I get sniped and then I got to go back to where.
Man, snipers absolutely. I agree with the Rogue Spirit. Man, that snipers suck. Straight up, they suck. Like it takes away from the enjoyment of the game in a massive way that is very, very hard for me to articulate right now. Because, and I was thinking this today. I was literally thinking this today. I was playing a Division. I'm like, this is a really good game. Even if it changed settings, you could probably use a lot of the same elements they have in this game and make it successful. But I was thinking, man, let me do some more melee combat. Let me get like a sci-fi universe. I mean, it's kind of.
I think. But see, here's the problem with the Division.
Okay.
You cannot do it. You can't do it in a place like LA, and you can't do it in a place like Florida.
Too spread out, too dispersed.
It's too spread out, and you don't have those big buildings to create that gloom.
Yeah.
Because the Division is Earth Destiny with gloom.
Yeah. Earth Destiny.
It's Earth Destiny. EARF. Earth Destiny with gloom. Is basically what it is, because it's like Destiny, but it's all grounded in some sort of reality.
Right.
So it's Earth Destiny. It's Earth Destiny with gloom.
Now I think the plot has already been revealed, because it's a virus that kind of takes hold on Black Friday. And
oh man, let me tell you, somebody so this sometimes when I'm listening to some music or something like that. So like I'll say the sing off, right?
Right.
So all right, so season 2 of the sing off. I think it was season 2 of the sing off. The brothers that won was a group named Committed. Some brothers, and they do gospel, and Mm-hmm. But like later on in the season, like their harmonies and their breakdowns and stuff like that. Some people, some of the other groups that made it further into the season kind of like weave that in a little bit. And that's how I felt when I first started the division. Like, I was like, man, somebody really likes Call of Duty.
Right.
The way they was cutting in like the live action and all of this stuff. The way that they cut that together, is like, yeah, buddy, somebody really likes Call of Duty.
And it was well done too in this one as well.
Call of Duties are very well done. I mean, the problem with Call of Duties is their rehashes.
Yeah.
And even to the point to where it's Ghosts like used assets from other games, like and like renderings from other games. They just slapped a coat of paint on top of it, and they did the same thing in the same way, like that type of thing. I didn't hate Ghosts. I did not hate Ghosts though. Like, real talk, I did not hate Ghosts.
You are one of the few people who did not, sir.
I didn't play a lot of the multiplayer. I only count the single players.
Yes.
But I like Ghosts more than I liked Advanced.
Did you really?
Yes.
I've heard so many great things about Advanced Warfare. I still need to play it. I have not played it. Those games don't hardly ever go on sale.
I told you I'll send you my cousins. I'll still have my cousins game.
Be all right with that? Is he gonna be all right with that?
He's playing Black Ops 3 right now. He ain't thinking about this game because he didn't like it. He's a Call of Duty guy, like that guy. Okay. He's like Mr. Prestige. But like, he's on like the level like Noxus Brothers type thing.
Oh yeah.
And speaking of the Division, what you call it? Rashani told me his son is already like an 18.
Man, I was talking to Def Prom earlier today.
What Def is different.
Level 19.
Like didn't he take time off for this? Like, he took time off for this.
He took it.
Like how I did for Mass Effect 2. I took like 3 days off from Mass Effect 2. I just didn't realize that the first day I was gonna make it through more than half of the game, because I played that game all day long. When Mass Effect 2 came out, I told my wife at the time, the person that was my wife at the time, I told her, I was like, look, come this day, I don't really know you. Like, you and Pooh Bear are on your own this day. Like, I'll be a little bit more helpful the next 2 days, but for the day that Mass Effect 2 comes out, I ain't no help to you at all.
Man, I still remember the day I got Mass Effect. I got Mass Effect 2 in, and that was that 2000? Let's see. Mass Effect 1 was 2007. Mass Effect 2 was 2009? Or was it 2010? Or 2011, 2010. Anyway, I know by that weekend, got the game on that Tuesday. By that weekend, I had finished the campaign. By that Saturday evening or whatever, I had finished the campaign. I was like, man, I knew at that time, I knew I had a problem. I knew that thing was really crazy, man. So
here's my current problem.
January 26, 2010.
As I put my that's another reason why Mass Effect being pushed back to next year didn't bother me any, because they all got pushed back to earlier in the year.
Well, 2 and 3 definitely did. 1 came out in November, but 2 and 3.
But 1 got pushed back because originally it was supposed to come out in August.
Yes, that's right.
Because I went to the store and I didn't know that they pushed it back. So I went into the store on that on the day that it was supposed to come out, and I was like, "Yeah, buddy, I'm in GameStop," and they were like, "We don't have it." I'm like, "What you mean you ain't got it?" Like, how long I've been waiting to play this game?
Like, I can see you walking all the way down to the GameStop, walking from the car in the parking lot to the door, like, yeah, that's a fact. Man, me and my boy Garrett's gonna roll.
Well, I ain't know Garrett's yet though.
Right. Oh yeah.
Hey, did we ever confirm that Garrett's, the guy playing Garrett's, is the guy who's talking to you in the Division? Because he really sounds like Garrett's, but it's not on his But it's not on his IMDb.
I know it, man. I'm sorry. I wish I could confirm it. I think I don't know if they've updated the IMDb for the Division game yet, but man, they should.
Yeah, he sounds very much like He sounds very much like the guy who played Garrus. I saw him in a scene. I saw him in a scene where he played like a soldier. The guy who plays Garrus, he played in a TV show or something like that, where he was in like a scene where he was a soldier, like coming home from war or something like that. But his man's in him was with his girl.
Man's doing what with his girl?
His man's in him was with his girl.
Oh, that's bogus.
Yeah. Yeah, it was something to that effect. I saw that. Also, I came across this this thing. Let me see what it's called. It's called I'll post this thing. I'll post this thing somewhere. Hold on, let me see. It is a web series called Tiny Plastic Men.
Tiny Plastic Men.
Yes. It's called Tiny Plastic Men, and Commander Shepard himself plays a character called October.
Mark Mir?
Yes, and he plays a character called October, and the scenes that I'm looking at is called a Crisis on Infinite Octobers. So he plays more than one version of the same character.
Man, DC gonna be upset. You know what I mean? DC gonna be upset.
Yeah, so I'll post that. I'll post that to the Googles, and I'll post it. I'll make sure that I post it to our. I'll make sure I post it to the Google community for
the Google page. Okay. Okay, the community page. Cool. Appreciate that. Before we go, let me tell you thank you. I'm up on Second Chance. I like that show.
Listen.
I like that show, man. I like that show, player.
Are you caught up?
Did one come on this week that I haven't seen yet? I'm pretty caught up. Here, let me.
I think it comes out. I think it comes out either today or tomorrow.
Okay, well then, if that's the case, I am caught up because I've watched everything that they have on Netflix. I'm completely caught up. There are some benefits to not working, right? There are some benefits. Your Hulu backlog really can't get tackled.
Okay, so but my thing is, in the last couple of episodes, they completely forgot about the tank stuff and him having the
countdown,
the countdown, and him deteriorating and needing to go back to the tank. They just kind of completely forgot about that.
They did one of these. They did one of these. Nah, I mean. So they did one of those. Yeah, I think I'm caught up. Yes, I did. I watched all 8 episodes thus far. So yeah,
it's actually really good. I hate the fact that it's going to be canceled.
Did they already say they're going to cancel it?
It's Fox. They're going to cancel this because other than the couple people that I know like that watch it, like no one else is talking about this show.
Right.
No one else. And you know that's a recipe for disaster with Fox because Fox will get rid of you with the quickness. Almost Human. People were talking about that, dude. I love that show. People were talking about that, and there was like, you know what? Nah, we good. Like it's Fox, stupid Fox.
Yep. Now, let's see. Variety reviewed it. They said Fox revives Frankenstein with Second Chance, right? So this is the article that they have. But this was done back in January, and so it's only been through 8 episodes, so it's only been 2 months. So that was just before it started. But I haven't really seen or heard much of anything since then. From a lot of folks, but I like it, man. I really do. Looks like it comes on Wednesday tonight at 9:00, and I don't know if I think that's Eastern. So yes, Scarfinger should be coming on here in about an hour and 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, I watch it on the Hulus. So
you watch it on Hulu? You don't watch it live?
I don't watch anything live. I tried. I was like, you know what? I'm already caught up on the Flash. I'm not doing anything. So I sat down and I was gonna get my Flash on last week, and I was like, don't seem to be no Flash.
Dude, I did the same thing last week. I sat down. We sat down and I was like, oh, it's gonna be another blind. What I tell her? There's gonna be another Blacklist last week or something, and it wasn't. And then I told her the same thing on Flash. I'm like, all right, baby, you ready to watch Flash? Because it's one of the few times me and my wife actually sit down and watch the same shows. And she sat down and she was like, are you sure it's coming on tonight? And I pulled it up. And nope. So yeah, I got you.
But they did announce the Flash Supergirl crossover is the 28th.
Man, that's good. That's good.
I don't watch Supergirl, but I mean, some people say it's actually pretty decent.
I'm one of those people who said it's pretty decent. It's actually it's improving. It feels so CW. Like it feels so CW. Like it feels like it needs to be on the CW. Because every time I look at the reporter guy, he was on a CW show, The Heart of Dixie. Like he was on there. So it's just like it just feels that way with him on there. But it's written a little better. It improves a little bit. But man, you can just look at her and tell she's kind of emotionally immature.
There's a show that my girl watches, right? And she she watches a show, and hold on, let me pull up.
All right, well, you pull it up. I want to tell Rogue Spear that I do agree with him. He's asking about Bad Company, and we talked about that for sure. So we definitely love the Battlefield's Bad Companies because that's the jam.
She watches a TV show that Nolan North plays in, and it's so funny because it's Pretty Little Liars. He's like someone's father. But every time I've seen him on the screen and he's like talking, I'm just like, that's everybody.
He said that's everybody. I thought you would say it's Nathan Drake. He said that's everybody.
No, he's everybody. Like
he is everybody.
Yeah, he really is everybody. But yeah, so that's just kind of weird. But yeah, every time she watches that, I'm always like,
that's funny. Yeah. Man. So Mike, you got anything else for this evening before we get up out of here?
Man, rest in peace to Lionhead. Sorry, but your game wasn't good enough.
See, you bogus, man.
Your game wasn't good enough. I'm sorry. Like I'm that's basically what Microsoft is saying to you right now. Your game wasn't good enough. And
like I said, I am of the persuasion that they changed a lot about that game and a lot of the directions of their prior games at the behest of their owner.
I think that game would have been a lot better off if it did not have the Fable name attached.
Yeah. I can hear that. I hear that, but they were trying to use that brand equity that they had. I guess not realizing that the brand equity had kind of diminished to a point to where new IP actually probably would have generated more excitement. But just you can't have a game perpetually in beta, man. So
yeah, I mean you got. I mean the whole thing with these free to play games is like you put something out and you continually work on it. Like. Exactly. You gotta put something out. Like 3.5 years. Like you can't just because it's free to play. So you gotta have something that's gonna bring in some money, and you're just spending money. Like you're just churning and you're spending money, and it's good. It's like what happened with was it Team Bondi with LA Noire?
Yep.
Like if so, what's gonna happen is somebody else gonna finish the game and put it out, and y'all gonna be gone, and then you're gonna be mad at us. But we was just like, no, you need to put something out.
And the thing is, like I still think they have some of the best facial tech for to kind of eliminate the uncanny valley stuff, like they're facing the facial expressions. It used to be. It was pretty good for the day.
The uncanny valley was not in their faces.
It was in everything else.
The uncanny valley was knowing that their faces weren't. It was animated separately from the rest of their body.
Yeah, that was the tough part.
There was so many moments where it looked like that.
Yeah, it very true, very valid point. But nah, man, yeah, I hear you. That is a sad deal. You got any other shout outs?
Man, just shout out to everybody listening. We appreciate every single one of the warriors that come and check us out every week. You could be anywhere, and anytime you watch this, thank you very much, because you could be anywhere else, but you chose to spend a few minutes with us, and that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I would like to give a couple of shout outs to my boy Timo. I want to give him a shout out. Man, get better. I actually heard the clip, and he's sounding better. He's getting ready to do some outside of the hospital rehab and stuff. And so, but he said he's not going to come back and do OFR until he's 100% back to his old self. So, just, hey, take your time. You'll get there. I want to give a shout out to Everyday Gamers and AZ Rockslide specifically. Last week on OFR, I believe maybe it was Hammer. He was talking about there's a conflict with the Everyday Gamer site on Facebook, and there's another guy who has it, but he has a space with Everyday Space Gamers, and the EDG that we know, Meef's crew. Theirs is just Everyday Gamers.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the Everyday Gamers thing, and I was just like, that don't seem like the homies.
Right, exactly.
They post a lot of videos. They post a lot of game videos, but it's not. But I was like, that don't seem like the homies, and I'm pretty sure like the homies would like brand their stuff with their names, like this is gameplay from me.
Right. Exactly. And here's the thing. It wouldn't be so bad if it was easy to make the separation. But now that they're actually worked, our EDG crew has worked on their branding, and so everything that they do is Everyday Space Gamers, except there, but everyone who talks to them on Facebook, if they do Everyday Space Gamers, it gets posted up there. It gets posted to the other guy's site. So it ends up, generating hits and activities on his site that it really kind of shouldn't. It should be their own. And they've talked to him. And anyway, man, it's a sticky situation. So we went ahead and rectified it. We fixed that in last week's audio podcast. But I want to tell him, sorry, man, because I wasn't really aware of the entire situation. I'd seen him mention a little bit on the Twitter. But yeah, man, that's really tough. And
that happened to my homies over at Gaming Uncensored.
Oh, really?
Gaming Uncensored, they had their name and their logo jacked by somebody that just started a Podomatic account, jacked their name and their logo, and just started putting out these crappy shows.
Oh, man. That sucks, man.
Yeah, and also I saw that happen. There was this really, really shitty video game show called The Dream Team.
Oh man,
it was terrible. Like, I mean, I know that most of our stuff is the E is a 3 because of the 3 of us, so it's Dr. 3 AM team. But yeah, that I was just looking up like the Dream Team and stuff like that. I know that there's another like bigger podcast that's called The Dream Team, but there was one like really shitty video game podcast, and they were terrible. It was like, I think it was like a blog talk website or something like that. It was a blog talk thing, and their levels was, one guy always sounded like he was screaming, but is screaming in his hand. So he always sounded like this when he was talking to his friend. It was just bad. It's just really, really bad. Man.
So, and I've done something similar. So I looked up Open Forum Radio before we started it. And the only other thing is there's a credit card. I can't believe it's Visa or MasterCard, but they have an Open Forum site. It's just Open Forum, where it's a comment site, like a forum where customers go in with questions and stuff, but it's just called Open Forum.
I looked up Scarcasm Live. I looked up Scarcasm because I really just wanted it to be Scarcasm at first. And someone already had the Scarcasm Twitter account. So I had to add something to it. So that's why I added the live. And originally the show was going to be live.
Let Twitter punk you out of the name you wanted. Like you let Twitter
I added the live part because also originally I had planned on doing the live shows through TalkShoe.
Right, I remember you. Yeah, I remember you.
So I added the live part, and then that kind of went away. And then now if you look up the hashtag Scarcasm, it's just a bunch of people who can't spell sarcasm.
Yeah. Has no brand. Wait, it has no branding, no identity.
It's just a whole bunch of people. It's a whole bunch of people. Well, actually, I looked it up like about a week or so ago, and somebody said, so something about they said some emotional whatever, and but they were being sarcastic, and they said sarcasm. Like, yeah, I made that word up. No, you didn't. Look at this. Like,
you're like, sir, here you go.
Yeah, right. No, just like look at the hashtag. You didn't make that up. Mostly it's people who can't spell sarcasm. And to be honest, it came from me misspelling sarcasm.
So it ended up taking its true form now, right?
Right.
That's what you're saying.
It came from me misspelling. I was in a chat for Gaming Uncensored. I was in a chat for Gaming Uncensored, and I was messing with a PlayStation fanboy, and I kept saying stuff to him, and I kept putting like sarcasm, but I kept spelling it wrong, and I kept spelling scarcasm, and one of the hosts of the show saw it, and they thought it was clever because they thought I was being clever, and actually I just was misspelling it.
So did you let it just ride? Yeah, I thought of that.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I think that's gonna do it for us this evening. Scar, tell them where they can find you at, man. Or do you want me to read your stuff because I got all your things here?
Yeah, you know what? You do it. Have at it.
All right. Hey, he is Scarfinger on Twitter. You can also catch him on Google Plus, where he's most active as Scarfinger Hoodrich, no spaces or underscores or anything like that. You can also find him on at the Geeks Gone Raw group on Google Plus as well. Just type in Geeks Gone Raw. He's also over there. He manages the Dream Team group. You find him there. And on YouTube, where we record this lovely thing via Google Hangouts, he is Scarfinger, the numbers 36, Scarfinger36. If you want to hit him up on email, he is the.scarfinger@gmail.com.
Yep.
And that is it. Yeah, you can find me.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna make sure I say something.
Oh, okay.
I think lately the Pimp and I have really hit our stride with the show. And the last few shows on Scarcasm Live have been some of the best shows that I felt like with some of the best shows since the split. And so, like, you know, go check your boy out over at Scarcasm Live. Me and the Pimp, we are very dedicated to our craft at this point, and we really appreciate the rise in the numbers. And, well, we've been more consistency, but we very much appreciate y'all. Right. So go check your boy out.
I think the numbers have also been going up because Pimp has been singing less. Please tell him don't sing. Please tell him just don't do it. If he gets the urge, just be like, just don't do it.
That's accurate.
Yes. So
that's very accurate.
You can find if you want to leave a voicemail for the show or any other show on Open Forum Radio Network, you can do so hitting us with the Google Voice 405-283-6376 405-283-OFRN. I am L. Asbury, as a lot of people like to say, Lasbery on YouTube and Twitter. I am Larry Asbury Jr. for Larry Asbury Jr. on Google Plus, Facebook, and that's how you can email me, LarryAsburyJR@OpenForumRadio.com. And on every single gaming network out there, and even on a couple of streaming networks, I am Blue Man Rule. So, everybody, thank you so much for listening to Facetious number 13 and watching Facetious number 13. Thanks, Rogue Spirit, for dropping in and kind of engaging with us here in the chat. Like I said, we're going to try to manage that more in the future. Sorry we got started a little late, but hey, thanks again. We'll be back in here again next week, provided the division hasn't completely taken over Scar's life. All right, y'all. Deuces.